Hey guys, Hippopotamus here, and today I plan on showing you in-game character analysis on Vladimir the Crimson Reaper. As you can see, I'm HippoXXX, also known as Hippopotamus, and today I'll be just showing you some Vladimir gameplay, just some tips, tricks, recommended builds, and overall just how to improve your game as Vladimir. And right now for my masteries, I'm running a defensive build, and I focus on Sanguine Pool as my main damaging ability. And how I attempt to do this is by going a 9-21-0 build with heavy emphasis in defense, grabbing the extra health, and getting the magic penetration in offense. And I kind of wanted to try this build as a fun, Vlad tanky AP caster build, and it turned out to go really well this game. So I end up starting off with a ruby crystal here, and basically my main objective is to farm creeps at the beginning of the game, and I end up going around ganking a little bit, and as Vladimir, he's just such a powerful AP caster. For not having any of his abilities cost mana, it allows him to spam his moves efficiently and pick up a lot of easy kills. And I'm running Flash and Ignite this game. And once again, we're waiting on Nocturne to finish loading. And it looks like team comps are Gragas, Vladimir, Ashe, Nocturne, and Garen on my team versus, let's see, Caitlyn, Rumble, Brand, Amumu, and Udyr. Udyr and Nocturne are the junglers this game. And let's see what everyone bought. Oh, Garen, Doran Shield, Ashe, Boots, and some potions. I picked up my Ruby Crystal, and Nocturne, Cloth Armor, Health Potions, Gragas, I believe gets a Doran's Ring. And yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here. And like I said before, generally as Vlad, I like to focus on early creep farming with transfusion, because you really don't have enough harassing power with transfusion and auto attacks alone until you max the ability, because the cooldown goes down dramatically, I believe to 4 seconds once you max it. So you really just want to focus on last hitting creeps, and if you can pick up easy kills, go for it. But other than that, I'd probably suggest playing really passively and just letting the game come to you. Later on, once you obtain Hemoplague and more ranks of Sanguine Pool, you can play a little bit more aggressively. What I like to do is just Hemoplague, flash in, and then use Transfusion and Ignite as my general combo, with Tides of Blood here and there once I start leveling it up. But yeah, the game should be starting here. I'm just guarding Nocturne's Wraiths against Udyr for now. And yeah, I hope to create more just character gameplays, or gameplays for all of the league characters, and hopefully you all enjoy the video. So yeah, let's see. Looks like I got Great No One as Brandon mid. You got a Doran's Ring with a lot of ability power, actually. He must have a lot of flat ability power runes, which is always nice with Brand early game. Allows you to have even more of a harassment power than he already does. But so far, I'm just trying to get last hits in. Nothing really exciting going on here. Let's see what Garen and Rumble, both Doran Shields, playing pretty passively, it looks like. Nocturne seems to have failed getting blue buff, so he's gonna go get the wolves. Then Gragas and Ashe just playing around at bottom. And my second ability, Sanguine Pool. As I said before, I'm trying to focus on a heavy HP build and somehow see if the 15% bonus health will really come into play later on. And yeah, nothing much is going on really. As you can see, Brand is trying to push me off the creeps a little bit. Push me to the tower. But I think he gets a little overzealous here, and oh, there he dies. There goes Nocturne. Some wraiths. But really is Vladimir, you have to do just a lot of mathematical precision on when you know you can get a kill. You should never run in on an enemy that has full health unless you know you can absolutely kill them. Generally, as Vlad, you want to target lower HP based heroes, such as Vigor or Lux, or even Bran. And you generally want to avoid the tanky or magic resistant champions. Because with the build I'm focusing on right now, the only magic pen I have is from my spell pen boots that I end up getting and my offensive mastery. So you really want to stick to the champions like Bran who only have 30 magic resistance. Right now I'm just trying to get Bran down a little bit. Except he retreated to his tower. Just trying to get a few hits in here. See what Garen's doing up top. Looks like he's pushing Rumble in a little bit. Ashe and Gragas. Gragas a little bit low, but they're just hanging out on the tower. And what you really want to do is, Vlad, is just make sure you're always using your moves on cooldown. That's probably the most important things with characters like Vlad and Garen and Katarina. You really just want to be able to spam your moves right when they're off cooldown. Because the more transfusions you get, the more you'll be able to sustain lane, and the more gold you'll get. And right now, I'm trying to get Bran down low, but he keeps knocking me back with his pillars and his lava bolts. But you just gotta play back a little bit and just wait for the right time. I believe I'd go in here soon because I believe Bran's flash is still down from the time I charged him with Sanguine. And as you can see, Sanguine does a decent amount of damage. Around 160 right now, which is pretty good for only rank 2. And yeah, here I go, charging in at Brand. Pillar, flash in, ignite, pull, and he drops. Oh, and then here comes Udyr. But luckily I just hit level 6, so I drop the emo play, get Sanguine off, or transfusion, and he dies to the tower. And I get away with 32 HP. Talk about luck. But yeah, and then I get Blessing of the Lizard, and I also get blue buff, so it turns out in my favor. I have a nice sum of gold, so I'm going to go back and pick up my Giant's Belt and my boots. And so far it's 3-1. Oh, but Garen dies to Rumble, barely. Let's see what Ashe is doing down here. Uh-oh, looks like Nocturne's going in for the gank. And I'm heading back mid. Yeah, as you can see, once transfusion gets to around rank 3 with Golem, it's only a 6-second cooldown. So really, when you want to start harassing by level 5, almost always level 5, because your transfusion has a decent cooldown, and because I have Lizard buff, I'm able to auto attack harass Bran. He really can't do anything about it because I have 1800 health. And this build would have even worked even better if I wasn't against Bran, because Bran's passive allows him to, every spell does a percentage of my max health and magic damage. Which didn't really help me in this game, but since I ended up doing so well, I didn't mind it. But really, you want to also make sure to have good map awareness as Vlad, especially if you don't have any of your moves up, because generally, pool is not enough to get you away out of most fights, especially if they have exhaust or ignite or flash or one of those up, because pool makes you invulnerable and it slows you, or untargetable, not invulnerable. But most heroes can chase you through it, especially if they have flash or ghost up. So generally speaking, you want to play not as aggressive when there's no one in your lane, or you know that more than one hero's MIA on the map. But I'm just picking at the tower right now. Going around, nothing too exciting. Garen looks like he's waiting for Rumble to move closer to him. Gragas and Ashe. I like that skin. It looks pretty cool. This giant wine bottle. Nocturne's getting Lizard. Let's see what people have. Nocturne's got Madrids. Oh, this is where I get killed, I believe. Try to dodge to the left, but Pyroclasm gets me. Brand's passive. 1900 health. Not fun. But yeah, let's see. Brand's got 2 Doran's rings. Boots. Ashe dies. This is where Gragas and Ashe just go back and forth. So if you want some entertainment, you can look at the chat, because it gets pretty entertaining. But I'm just going back and forth. Then I'll pick up my regrowth pendant for my Warmogs. And so far, I don't have too much health, but my Sanguine Pool still does a little over 300 damage, so it's pretty good. And I have 40 AP from just the amount of health I have. So, let's see. What's Garen got? Longsword going for that Brutalizer, Boots of Speed, Doran Shield. I'm just trying to last hit as much as I can. Let's check the creep score here. I have 37, so I'm in the middle. Caitlyn only 38. Garen 45, Ashe 34. No too crazy creep score today, or at least this game. But now that I know that I have the upper hand in health and ability power for the most part, I just want to take it to Brand most of the time, since I know his Ignite's off cooldown, or on cooldown. So I really just want to play aggressive. But what I think I fail to realize here is when I go for this kill is I forget that Brand has his flash up. And it's a good thing as general strategy is to always remember when your opponents use their summoners, especially Flash and Ghost. Because if you know the times on them in your head and just count, it's generally pretty easy to tell when theirs is going to be up. Or if you use yours at the same time, then you just go off your timer, and it's pretty accurate for the most part. So just trying to get Brand down now. Right about now is the time I would be going in. Transfusion, Hemo, I flash, but then I pull and he flashes. He gets away with it. Barely. If I would have got the Ignite transfusion off, he would have definitely died. But that's what I get for not paying attention to his cooldowns being up. It looks like they picked up a kill bottom. Caitlyn, Ashe, Nocturne, and Gragas. Yeah, but overall, as a champion, I think Vlad is still a very powerful AP caster with good amounts of health. You just generally in free pick, well not free pick, or ranked pick, you generally don't want to pick Vlad if they have someone like Kog'Maw, or just a lot of heroes that'll get Madrid's Bloodrazor in general, because no matter how much health you stack, Madrid's will always take you out in the same amount of hits, just because it's based off your max health. So generally speaking, if they have a lot of AP casters or AD carries that are generally not high health champions like Ashe or Caitlyn,